Hey guys,
Yeah.
AB.
And Billy.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
This is a special vlog. Well, I don't know if it's a vlog or whatever. But before we start any of that, we're going to talk about what we got up for next year. Shall we?
We shall.
We've got a set list here and all our songs, but you can't look at them yet.
That's for March.
That's for March and for any other dates we're doing. Well, there's quite a few, but yeah, that'll be really good. We've got some absolute amazing songs, especially ones that Billy has written. They're amazing. They're really good. Some of my favourite songs that I've worked on. What else have we got going on? There could be an EP.
We announced that last vlog, but we didn't really talk about it, did we?
No, that will have 3 songs on it.
Yeah.
3 songs. The songs are called... Should we announce it?
We should announce it.
We should announce it. We've got a song called We Are, which was written by Billy, which is a massive anthem. We've got a song that we've played a live version of before called Live Who You Are. You'll see that on my YouTube channel.
Check it out.
And then there's also another one which we have done live, but we haven't posted it because we don't want you to hear it yet, called Born into Disaster.
It's generally, I think you will generally just headbang and mosh to that song.
Yeah.
Because we do in the studio.
Yeah, microphones get thrown across the room and whatever. But, so yeah, that's what we got going on. Today's vlog is mainly going to be about 2 subjects that are very important and very close to me, which is bullying and self-harm. I know it's close to Billy as well. Recently I've been seeing a lot on like Twitter and Ask FM especially.
Yeah, same.
People that I talk to and whatever getting bullied, and some of the stuff I've been seeing is disgusting. Like, it is absolutely vile, and I just can't believe people would say things like what they've said. Bullying is just basically, it's born out of ignorance, really, and most bullies are cowards. Like, I've been bullied before, and it's pathetic, and it shouldn't be a reason for why people should want to kill themselves or whatever, or take their own lives.
Because you're stronger than them. Whatever they say, you know it's just born out of ignorance. They're never going to learn anyway, you know. So, whatever you do to yourself, in a way, you're making them stronger. You're giving them more of a reason to make you feel worse.
Don't give them the time.
Don't give in too easily.
Don't give in too easily. Like, they'll say, oh, you're a fag or an emo or whatever. Well, that's just because you're different. They won't always
accept it.
They've always labelled people. They've always had to label people because they don't feel that their life is any good, and they want to be negative towards someone's life who is better and more fulfilling. I still get called emo, fag, whatever.
Same.
Just like, well, I don't care. I don't give a damn anymore. I'm the one in a.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you know who you are. You are the only person that can say anything about yourself that you know is true.
Like, I'm happy like wearing makeup and leather and studs and whatever. That's what makes me happy. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I do for a living. And if I get paid for doing that, then I don't give a shit if some people say that I look like an idiot or an emo or whatever. I don't care. So yeah, it's also, there's been a lot of people giving me their stories to bullying. I'm not going to name names or anything, and some of them were really moving, some of them were really emotional.
Yeah, but a few.
There was one girl who was bullied and abused by people she shouldn't have been abused by for a number of years, and she nearly did turn to self-harming, and then she found bands like BVB, Forever Strong and stuff like that, and she messaged me and said that it's because of bands like your band and Black Veil Brides that I was able to
I
find
saw that,
strength.
yeah. And that's the reason she's alive today.
And it's quite a backhanded compliment, that, because one, you're happy that your music's having such an impact on them and their lives, but then you're also sad that they were in that position in the first place, that they felt that they had to.
That's mainly why Forever Strong are here. We're a bunch of knobheads, right? But we're really here to help. I mean, our lyrics and our music is really self-experience, which actually represents a lot of the people
honest songs
that listen to the music.
Like the lyrics are most of the lyrics are written by me, obviously, and they're all personal experiences. They're all drawn from some aspect of my life, and I've not changed them as much, but adapted them to fit into a song. But they do all tell a story of my life. Like our song "Live for Who You Are" is basically I wrote it quite a while ago, and it was a song that. It was basically a time in my life when I was fed up of trying to fit in and trying to please everyone. And the song is just basically about people. You get told to, like the beginning bit, there's like a speech I do, like I say. And one of the lines is, you told us to respect these cunts. And, nice word there.
Good word, yeah.
I think a lot of my life I've been told by, not just like family members, but by people in general, like let's say society. I don't like using that word that much, but I was told to respect these people when they wouldn't respect me, give me the time of day, and like they just judged me without knowing what I was about. And I got a lot of shit for being the way I was. Like from a very early age, I was always a bit different, and people didn't like it. They were scared of it, and
they couldn't accept it.
And that song was basically me, like, putting my middle finger up to into him. And then that evolved into another song called Born Into Disaster, which is basically about me taking control and me basically living my life how I want to live it, not how anyone else tells me to live it.
Well, two of my songs on the album, one is called We Are, and that title already speaks for itself, you know. One of the choruses, this is our battle, this is our war, meaning you can take control of your own life. You know, you do whatever you want to do in your life. You know, like I said, it's your battle. You're fighting against what you believe in, right? And that's what I wanted to stick to. That's what these lyrics are about. Another one of mine, the album, is called Back from the Dead.
Brilliant song.
Yeah, it's a good song. And what that is about is basically being left in the shadows, you know, being bullied, not being understood, you know, then sort of rising up against it and saying, well, I'm better than this. I don't need that, you know. I'm back from what I was, back from the dead, yeah. And I'm living my life how I want to.
There's also my favourite song, which will be able to hear next year, which is called Lifeline, which is basically a ballad for anyone who has felt like they're an outcast, like they've got nothing left, like there's no reason for them to be here anymore. And it's basically one of those songs which will hopefully give you strength, and it will show that you're not alone and that there are other options and you don't have to like turn to a blade or whatever to solve your problems.
It is a beautiful song.
It's the best song I've written. But like with suicide, and I've known a few people that have been close to the edge, and it doesn't matter how the method of doing it in any way in any situation, it's still just as bad, and it should get more attention, because there's people who this is going to sound really bad, but there is people that do it for attention.
There's people.
I've seen people that have had one bad day at school or whatever, and they've slit their wrists, and I think that's really insulting, because there's people like me and like a lot of you that will watch this that have had years and years of grief and problems from people who are ignorant and just bullies, and you've never even considered the cutting yourself because you think you're better than that. I think she gives people it's gonna sound weird, like emos. Let's say emos. She's the type of person that gives the emo a bad name.
Which emo isn't even actually a word; it's a stereotype formed. That's where the ignorance comes into the bullying. There is no if you label yourself as emo, that isn't actually even anything.
I don't know why would you would want to label yourself anything, to be honest. Like, just be yourself. You don't have to fit into a category to be happy. You can be happy the way you are. Like, I get like, when people come up to me like, oh, you're emo, and I'm like, no, and they're like, oh, what are you then? And they just like try and
like they can't
grab
think of,
at a label to put me in because they can't understand what I'm about.
They can't think of any other word to describe someone. Like, they see you in black clothing, right? Like me and Adam today, we're in. Right? They just see you and go, emo, straight away. They have no other word to describe you because they don't know and they don't understand. They wouldn't come up and talk to you and just say, well, what are you about? What's your meaning? They just go, emo.
No, it's
They're blinded by it.
The labels, like, they don't bother me, but
Yeah, me neither.
like,
But they bother. Do they do?
it's a
bother some
very
people.
ignorant form of trying to categorise someone.
Yeah.
And I feel that it's something that does lead to self-harm or suicide or whatever, because people don't want to be in labels, and then there's the people that do, that self-harm or whatever because they think it's cool and they think it's...
They give everyone else in the sort of hardcore genre, sort, you know what I mean, like, listens to,
bad name.
and it gives everyone a bad name. You know what I mean? Like,
you can be so much better than that. You don't have to hurt yourself to fit in. You don't have to hurt yourself to be happy. You can do what you want to do. Like, I could go and cut my hair tomorrow or whatever, but I'd still be the same person. I wouldn't be any different. Like, I know everyone has their own image or whatever, but, like, if you... How do I say this? If you're happy with the way you are, then
don't change. For anyone else. Yeah. You don't have to change to make them happy. If you're happy as you are, that's who you are. Exactly. Everyone's who you are. One of our songs.
Everyone's beautiful in their own way. Like, I don't dress as extreme as I used to, but I'm still me. I'm still happy with what I'm doing. I'm still happy with the way I am, the way I look. Like, you don't, like, everyone says that I try, like, people say that I try too hard to fit into the whole rock category in the rockstar lifestyle. It's not that I'm trying to fit in, it's just that I love it and it makes me happy. If I'm happy with, like, what I'm wearing and what I'm doing, then why would I change? Why would what they say bother me? It doesn't.
Exactly.
And it shouldn't bother you if you're happy with the way you are. Don't change for anyone.
And if you're strong enough, I know each and every one of you is strong enough to defeat your demons. You know.
It's a sad and serious topic, but
and it's not taken seriously enough. It really isn't.
We hope through our music and our message behind our lyrics and whatever that we can help people and
help and inspire those. Get your life back on track if it is off track. You know?
We get a lot of crap for being a very a band that's very different and very. I got called the other... What's the word? I forgot the word. I got called a hypocrite the other day because of some of our lyrics. And no, we're not hypocrites. Our lyrics are true and honest. Yeah. Our songs are honest.
That's why I think we are a really unique band. That's not taking... I'm not saying... I'm, like, bigging myself up. We are a really honest band. That's what comes from our lyrics.
I think the most part of our lyrics are just to be happy with yourself, have fun, and live your life how you want to, not how anyone else tells you to.
Yeah. Don't live by the machine. You know?
That's quite clever, that.
That's actually some of my lyrics in a song that I've used. Don't live by the machine. Live by, you know, be if you're considered different, so what? Be different.
Embrace it.
Yeah, exactly.
I have.
You know what I mean? If everyone else is dressed in white and you come up to, like, dressed in red, be different. So what? Embrace it. Be proud of it.
Proud of who you are. It's another lyric. Alright then, guys.
Probably wrap this up.
That's it.
Stay strong, guys.
Thanks, guys.